Hi, this is Tracy, and I am also the Skinny Mama. So thanks for joining me today. I have a quick question for you. Do you like to buy organic because you think it's healthier and safer, or do you think it's a waste of money? Well, I'm going to share some things that I learned about organic food and practices, and then let you be the judge to decide what you think is best for you and your family. But first, if this is your first time to my channel, I just want to say welcome and hit the subscribe button. I'd love to have you subscribe to my channel. I do post video content in here, and so if you see something you like, you'll get notified when you hit the notification bell of when that video is up. Now, I'm just going to dive right in here to the content. And I just wanted to share some research that I've done with you on organic food. And I want to give my family the healthiest food possible. And going to the grocery store can be a challenge these days because I don't know if you've noticed, but grocery prices are increasing. And organic food is more expensive than non-organic food. And the question is it any better for you? Is it worth paying that extra price? Well, let me just share some information with you that I found. And I found these on a couple of different websites. One was the Mayo Clinic and one was the Harvard Health website. And there's other websites out there, very reputable websites that have similar information. So you can go check those out yourself if you want to know more. But what I found was very intriguing and put my mind a little more at rest, so I know what I'm doing with my family, and what I'm doing is not harming us at all. So what is the difference between organic food and non-organic food? So basically, organic foods are raised or produced according to certain standards and guidelines. And farmers that want to be sure that they're producing organic things have to follow certain steps. They can even go the extra step and get certified by a body that it certifies certain foods as organic. So if you see a little label saying that it's been certified organic, you know that that producer has taken the extra step to get certified. And people buy organic for quite a few reasons. They buy it because they want to be healthier, and the sort of wisdom is that organic produce is a little more healthier than non-organic stuff. They want to know that the food they're buying is raised or is produced with healthy, sustainable, environmentally safe practices, and they want to reduce their own exposure to pesticides. So organic farming has a few different things that need to be incorporated to be considered organic. So the fruits, the vegetables and grains, and dairy products and meat, those are the things that are produced organically. And the goals are to help enhance the soil and the water quality, to reduce pollution. They want to provide safe, healthy livestock habitats and promote self-sustaining cycle of resources on the farm. Now, there's some things that are not allowed in organic farming. One is the use of most synthetic fertilizers to add nutrients to the soil, or they can't use sewage sludge, which sounds as gross as it probably is. They can't use most synthetic pesticides, and they can't use irradiation to preserve food or to eliminate disease or pests. They can also, where animals are concerned, they're not supposed to use antibiotics or growth hormones. Now, what organic farming will allow is livestock manure or compost, or they can use plant waste to be left on the field as fertilizer to improve the soil. They can rotate the crops that helps to improve the soil quality as well. They can use cover crops and plow into the soil to prevent erosion, which again improves the soil quality. And they can use mulch to control the weeds. A couple other things that they are allowed to do is to use insect traps or predatory insects to control for pests. And they can use some certain natural pesticides and some synthetic pesticides that are approved for organic farming. Now, the difference, like there's livestock organic farming and there's like the fruits and vegetables. So with the livestock, a farmer wants to provide healthy living conditions and access to the outdoors for the animals. They want pasture feeding for at least 30% of the animals feeding during grazing season. They need to provide organic food for animals and vaccinations. So those are the kinds of things that are allowed for organic farming. But is it really healthier for you? So farmers go to all this trouble. They're feeding their animals healthier food or more natural food, which is not a bad thing. They're preserving the environment by doing things that help to reduce the nutrient quality of the soil and preserve the soil, as well as reduce water and protect their crops from insects and pests. So some of the potential benefits that have been noted in organic food is a small to moderate increase in some nutrients in organic produce. So, not a huge difference there between non-organic. The meat, dairy, and eggs that have been raised organically or produced organically do have higher levels of omega-3 fatty acid due to the feeding requirements for the animals. So they're getting more grass and alfalfa, which is what they're naturally designed to eat. There's lower levels of pesticide residue compared with conventional fruit and vegetables. Now, something else that was noted was with respect to bacteria, there's no significant difference in the overall risk of the bacterial contamination compared to conventional food. So that comes into how the produce and the meat is handled after. We've heard of lettuce and spinach and kale having to go back to the store because there's E. coli present in it. And that has to do with more, I think, the practices of the handlers as opposed to the farming, as well as with meat. It doesn't matter whether you have organic grass-fed meat or conventional meat. If you're not cooking it properly or storing it properly, it will develop bacteria on it. So, is it worth buying organic food? Well, if you're looking at the nutritional value, well, studies are showing that the comparison is negligible to non-organic food. The pesticides are something to be concerned about if that's what you're concerned about. So you may want to invest the extra money to reduce your exposure to the pesticides. Now, there are some fruits and vegetables that you may want to buy organic. And in general with fruits and vegetables, if they have a peel on them, then it's okay to buy those non-organic because you're going to take the peel off. But if the fruits and vegetables can be eaten whole and raw, like you're not peeling off any skin or anything, then those are the vegetables that can absorb more pesticides, so you may want to invest in organic fruits and veggies for those. Now, one thing I noticed recently is that the price of apples has gone up quite a bit. So you can actually find organic apples priced at almost the same price as the non-organic ones. So that might be something. And apples are one fruit that if you are going to buy organic, you probably should, just because of the residue on them. So I'm going to give you four others 4 other fruits and vegetables that you want to consider buying organic if you're going to. And there is a list of more, which I'll share with you in a minute. So the ones that you want to buy organic are strawberries, spinach, kale, nectarines, and like I said, apples. Now, the Environmental Working Group puts a list together they call it their 12 dirty dozen. And these are all the fruits and vegetables that you should consider. I've given you 5 and there's 7 more. So if you want those, I can leave a link in the description below so you can find out what the rest are on the Environmental Working Group's dirty dozen. And yeah, so if you want to reduce the pesticides, the best way to do that is to just make sure you're cleaning your vegetables and fruit. I did read a tip on strawberries that you do not want to clean the whole batch of strawberries that you get. You want to just clean the ones that you use as they're ready to use them, because if you don't let them dry, if you just, wash them and put them back in your container, then they're going to spoil. They'll develop mold and get all rotted quicker. So you want to just wash them as you use them. Now, if you are trying to be healthier, looking for ways to cut some of these toxins out of your diet and getting rid of pesticides and toxins, and getting away from the ultra-processed food, maybe organic is the way to go for you. Maybe you don't really care, and that's fine. Either way, it's your personal choice. But I have a list of foods that you want to avoid if you're trying to lose weight healthy and fast. And so if you want that ultimate checklist of foods to avoid, I've put a link in the description below, and you can just get it whenever you want. And I hope you enjoy it and you get some value from that. And I hope you got some value from this video. Leave a comment below and let me know whether you shop organic and why you shop organic, or if you don't, why you don't. And if you have any tips on how to save money when you're buying organic, that would be helpful too. So anyway, I will let you go, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks. Bye.